Welcome to This Explainer, where we're diving straight into some truly unexplainable, self-reported phenomena surrounding the written works of a world-renowned martial arts grandmaster. According to the source material we're looking at today, there are these highly specific, honestly pretty wild instances where physical reality and spiritual intent just collide in the most unexpected ways possible. I mean, we've all been there, right? Searching forever for a specific book. Maybe you're scouring the dusty shelves of a local library, or you're endlessly scrolling online trying to track down some rare out-of-print edition. It's frustrating. But today, we're exploring 6 documented instances where, according to the accounts, the books miraculously tracked down the reader. We're talking completely defying physics, geography, standard logic, the whole shebang. Physical objects allegedly just appearing out of thin air exactly when they were needed. Section 1. Meet Hanshi Deena Naidu, the mastermind behind the miracles. So, what's genuinely fascinating about Hanshi Naidu is his massive global footprint and his really deeply rooted spiritual focus. He isn't just an accomplished martial artist with a 9th Dan red belt. He's also a prolific author, actually writing his 35th book right now. Plus, he's a recognized Reiki and Kihatsu master. Now, if you're not familiar, Kihatsu is a discipline that focuses heavily on spiritual enlightenment and self-discovery. And on top of all that, he runs dedicated schools across Africa, India, and Australia. It's this wide-reaching, highly spiritual background that really sets the stage for the totally logic-defying events we're about to get into. A core part of his teaching is SMA, which stands for Spirit-Mind Awareness. Naidu is basically a master of bridging the physical and the spiritual. The whole philosophy is built on this idea that your thoughts, your spiritual intentions, and your deep awareness can actually have a tangible, measurable impact on the physical world. As we go through these accounts, keep that idea in the back of your mind, because this concept of bridging 2 entirely different planes, well, it seems to literally leap off the pages of his work and physically manifest into reality. Section 2. The direct hit miracles, when the universe has blunt timing. Okay, so this first category of phenomena involves what are basically direct hits. It perfectly illustrates this crazy synchronicity between 2 completely separate accounts. So picture this. We have 2 individuals. There's a Reiki student of Senpai Tim searching a library in Manly on a quiet Friday afternoon. And then there's Nidan Marshall McAdam, who is scouring a store called Martial Arts World over in Gladesville, Sydney. Both men are actively hunting for the exact same thing, a rare book covering the elusive mental and spiritual aspects of martial arts. And in both cases, after checking every single aisle, they gave up. They were literally just about to walk away, assuming the knowledge they were looking for just didn't exist. But in a moment of sheer physical comedy orchestrated by the universe, neither guy walked out empty-handed. Just as Senpai Tim's student realized the book wasn't on the shelves, Naidu's book, Discovering Martial Arts, suddenly falls from a top shelf, whacks him squarely on the head, and drops right into his hands. And over in Gladesville, McAdam experienced the exact same thing. Literally the moment he abandons his search, Naidu's Budoka True Spiritual Warriors plummets from above, hits him on the head, and lands right in his open palms. You can't make this stuff up. Take this incredibly simple yet profound reaction from Nidan Marshall McAdam. There's an undeniable shock value here. I mean, when a heavy book physically drops onto your head the very second you give up looking for it, there's really only one word you can say as you're rubbing your head and flipping through those pages. Just wow. Section 3. Spontaneous Global Manifestations, Defying Geography and Logic. The physical hits in Sydney are wild enough for sure, but things actually escalate from there. We're tracking 4 completely different individuals here who reported books just manifesting out of nowhere. We go from books coincidentally falling off shelves to items materializing in ways that completely defy geography. We're talking about books perfectly balanced on the handles of living room chairs, showing up in the hands of biographers without any postage, spontaneously popping up on foreign bookshelves thousands of miles away, and even just spawning on public restaurant tables. Let's take a closer look at those first 2 cases. Joan Moland reported finding the book We Are God resting perfectly on the handle of her favorite chair, right where she sat every single morning. Then you have Diana Rodeo. She was actively writing Naidu's story and claimed she was heavily referencing his book, Life and Teachings of Hanshi Deena Naidu, totally assuming he had just mailed a copy directly to her. But here is the crucial detail from the source material. Hanshi Naidu confirmed to both of these women that he absolutely did not send those books. Why? Well, primarily because he didn't even know their addresses. According to the accounts, the books just delivered themselves. And then the phenomenon allegedly goes international. A South African karate teacher actually called Naidu, completely bewildered, to report that Discovering Martial Arts had spontaneously wedged itself into her own private bookshelf. This story was actually broadcast publicly when Mario Bacus had her share this miraculous event on his show, giving it some major public corroboration. Meanwhile, all the way across the Indian Ocean, Naidu's own cousin sat down at a restaurant table in India. He explicitly noted the table was completely empty when he sat down, but a few moments later, after briefly looking away, a book was just suddenly sitting right in front of him. The specific details of that restaurant count are just wonderfully mysterious. When his cousin noticed it, the book had manifested completely upside down on the table. And when he turned it over, he was totally shocked to see it was Naidu's book, We Are the Power of God. According to the account, it literally materialized on his table purely to deliver its spiritual message. Section 4. The Power of Synchronicity. What does this mean? So, we've got 6 documented, deeply bizarre anecdotes from the source material. Whether someone is actively searching a local library, doing deep spiritual research at home, or just unsuspectingly sitting down for a meal at an Indian restaurant, the source material essentially argues that the universe has a way of dropping the exact right information directly into your lap. Or, right onto your head. The underlying theme of spirit-mind awareness suggests that deep intention and genuine need can physically manifest, literally bridging the gap between a thought and physical reality. I'll leave you with this final thought to ponder. When we look at these accounts of manifesting books, we really have to ask ourselves, are we always the active seekers of truth, relentlessly hunting down the exact answers we need? Or are we simply the unsuspecting targets of the universe's ultimate delivery service, just waiting for the right knowledge to literally track us down? Keep your eyes open. You never know what might drop onto your desk next.